And today my presentation consists of 6 parts. The first one is, what is an amenable location? Secondly, how to live in an amenable location. Thirdly, characteristics of an amenable location. Fourthly, points of consideration. Fifthly, how to make your home amenable. And finally, the benefits of living an amenable location. Without further ado, let's start. There is one wonderful proverb said that a bonsai Bodhi tree grown in a pot will survive, but its growth will be hindered by the limited space in the pot. However, under the same conditions of caring, it is given enough space to set down firm roots. The result will be big tree with lots of big branches. Similarly, people who live in an unfortunate environment, although they are talented, it is rather hard for them to succeed. But if they are talented and also live in an amenable location, their success will certainly arrive smoothly. Now I come to the first point, that is, what is a suitable location? An amenable location means a good environment that is not poisonous or non-toxic to physical and mental health, and also facilitates success in what we set out to do. An appropriate location that can positively support its occupant by being a place to reside, work, and build the future so that we can progress quickly and continue to develop our virtues. An amenable location can cover a wide range of conditions, such as housing, school, and educational establishments, places where we work, community, in a village, town, or city where we stay. Let's give you an example. Now, if you are a fisherman, then locality is near the ocean. But if you are a merchant, then the locality is in the busy marketplace where people come to shop. However, favorable locality alone is not enough to guarantee success. It also requires other favorable conditions. People need a good environment to grow. Even if you are placed in a favorable location, without the help and support of people and facilities around you, you could find yourself in a precarious position. You could be a PhD or a high degree or a master architect or an ingenious businessman. But if you are marooned on disaster island with no opportunity to apply your knowledge or know-how or your good education and expertise would go to waste. Do you agree with that? And now I would like to present you to the second point, that is how to live in a suitable place. First point is by choosing a good and thriving location. It should be easy to find good schools, appropriate employment, and a good locality for building a house around the location. This will also include the social infrastructures of the area. For example, the roads, safety, health, utilities, and general aspects of life which should be provided adequately for the town, province, country, or continent. Secondly is by developing the location of its fullest potential. Let's say we must try with all of our effort to assist in the development of our chosen area where we live. This includes where we live, the place we work, and the community that we live in. We should keep our moral and ethical principles for the best result in developing our community. And now I come to the third point, characteristics of a suitable location. Now let's take a look at your place today with this listen. There are 4 elements that make a location suitable. The first one is a meetable location. Secondly, a meetable food. Thirdly, a meetable people. And fourthly, a meetable Dharma, or teachings of Buddha, or the law of nature. Now let's go point by point together. The first one is a meetable location. That means it could mean a place that is conducive to making a decent living as well as developing a good mental culture. Such a place should have an agreeable climate, suitable terrain, freedom from natural disasters, and access to transportation and telecommunication systems. It should also have a plentiful supply of food, drinking water, be near a school, and a healthcare facility. There should also be a good social support system available. And now let's check yourself. Now, are you in a good place? Secondly, a meetable food. Food has its place of importance in our lives. At the national level, having an amenable food supply means being able to produce enough food to take care of the populace without having to rely on imports from other countries. At a personal level, it is convenient to be located near a market where you can buy food. To prevent from running out of food during shortage seasons, it is wise to have a small garden of your own that produces vegetables used around the kitchen. This will come handy in times of need. Thirdly, amenable people. people have a great impact on your life, even if the general characteristics of locations are less than desirable. If the place is inhabited by agreeable people, the drawbacks of the location are compensated. On the contrary, even if you are living a nice house in a good area, but the neighbors are quarrelsome or are troublemakers, you will not find peace in your environment. Is that correct? So from this point, the majority of people living in vicinity need to have a good character, positive habits, morality, discipline, and a positive outlook to the future of the community. Within a family, leaders of the household must be earnest in making an honest living. Alcoholism, gambling, and domestic violence should not be present in the household. People in your family, your neighborhood, your workplace, your community, your country should be conducive to your growth. In this way, members of the family and the community can become amenable to one another. And fourthly, amenable Dharma, which means Dharma is the law of ethics that guides a person to proper conduct and the right way of living. Without Dharma, a society will lack of a good moral foundation to guide its people and will eventually break down. The law of nation can only govern the actions of the body and speech of its people, but not the mind. Since the mind controls all thoughts, actions, and speech, it is important for the people to have a good quality of mind. Society needs people with healthy minds. Is that correct? Then Dharma shapes the civilization of the mind, which in turn shapes the civilization of the people. A society without Dharma is a society that is destined to fail. And now I come to the fourth point, points to be considered. Let's say worldly knowledge helps one to succeed in this life, but spiritual knowledge prepares one to be successful both in this life as well as the next. For that reason, it is beneficial to live in the place where Buddhism is available. And then I present you to the fifth point. How can you make your home attractive? The first one is to keep your home maintained and tidy. Second one, select food and cook meals that are safe and healthy. Let's say, try to be an inventive cook and prepare and serve meals that are tasty and nutritious. Thirdly, encourage all family members to respect each other by being a good role model. Being hardworking and showing generosity to each other with a kind and compassionate heart. Fourthly, encourage others to make merit, observe precepts, listen to Dharma, and to train the mind in concentration through regular meditation. And now I come to the last point. the advantage of living in a present location. Now, let's see together what you can get from this point. The first one, you will gain true happiness for both body and mind. Secondly, you will make both worldly and spiritual progress. Thirdly, you can fully perform all merits with generosity, self-discipline, and meditation. Fourthly, you can receive a superb threshold, which is faith in the triple gem. Fifthly, you can have a superb education of precepts, meditation, and wisdom. Next one is you will have a habit of non-recklessness as you learn from those who practice Dharma. And the last one, last benefit is you receive the noble gift, which is the path to Nirvana. Right? That is the story of the day. I hope you have learned some useful knowledge. If you think it's sensible, you can take it to your life, practice to yourself first, and then you can share with this knowledge to your friends and people around you in order to make our society and our world better together. And last but not least, I would like to share you the quote of the day from our meditation master, หลวงพ่อธรรมชโย. Okay. He said, love yourself. To love yourself is different from being selfish. To love oneself means to purify oneself and to be happy at all times. All things that come to our mind and our five senses, sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, both good and bad, we must choose to opt for the good and let all be at seven bed at the center of our body. Here's the teaching of หลวงพ่อธรรมชโย. All right. I would like to say thank you for all of you for your kindly attention. And in any case, I wish you be healthy, happy, and successful in your life, both worldly and spiritual life. Have a wonderful evening, and we see you again next week. Good luck to all of you. Sadhu.